So you hear it all the time, right? The economy is booming, unemployment is at an all-time low. But what if I told you that's all a carefully crafted illusion, a magic trick? I decided to go on a mission to find the truth, to find the people who are living inside those perfect-looking numbers. And what I found, well, it's a massive hidden crisis. This is the story of the hidden workforce they are desperately hoping you never see. And this is Melissa. Her story is what started it all. She works for a giant, you-know-who retailer, and on paper, she's employed. But here's the crazy part. Some weeks, she literally doesn't know if she'll have enough money for groceries. Why? Because her hours are a total lottery. And it turns out her story isn't unique. It's the story of millions of people caught in something I'm calling the underemployment trap. And today, we are going to blow the doors right off this thing. Okay, look, if you have ever felt that stress, that anxiety of living paycheck to paycheck, even though you have a job, do me a favor and absolutely demolish that like button and subscribe. Because today, we're not just going to expose this lie. I'm going to give you the actual playbook to fight back. And hey, drop a comment below and tell me, what's the biggest financial lie you're sick of hearing? I might just make that my next mission. So Melissa's story, that was the loose thread. And when I pulled on it, the whole thing started to unravel. It set me down this insane rabbit hole. And I found out the official numbers, they aren't just wrong. They're a work of art, a masterclass in deception. So let's pull back the curtain and see how the trick is done. All right, so check this out. Here's how they cook the books. The government uses this ridiculously specific term called involuntary part-time work. Yeah, I know, it's a mouthful. But what it means is they only count people who basically have to be jumping up and down screaming, "Please, sir, can I have a 40-hour week?" This one tiny little narrow definition, it's the secret weapon they use to make everything look rosy. It's kind of brilliant, but it is absolutely infuriating. Okay, so get ready for this. The official number they parade around on the news. Less than 4%. Looks fantastic, right? But then, some absolute heroes over at a group called CLASP decided to do the math a little differently. They asked a much simpler, more honest question. Hey, who just wants more hours? Not full-time, just more. And the number they found? A completely jaw-dropping 11%. That's not a small difference. That is a chasm, an abyss. Just let that sink in for a second. 1 in every 10 workers. That is nearly triple the official story. This isn't some small statistical error. This is a massive, hidden crisis that's been intentionally swept under the rug. And guess what? We just found all the dirt. So the big question is, if 1 in 10 people are stuck in this trap, who are they? I kept digging into the data. And honestly, what I found next was, well, it's not pretty. It turns out this crisis doesn't hit everyone equally, not by a long shot. I mean, just look at this. For white workers, the rate is already way too high at 7.4%. But for black workers, it jumps to almost 13%. And for Latinx workers, 15%. That is a catastrophe. We're talking nearly double the rate. This isn't just a random problem. This feels like a system that is almost designed to leave people behind. And believe it or not, it gets worse. Who else is getting hit the hardest? It's women. It's young people just trying to get a foothold in their careers. It's older workers who should be enjoying retirement but can't afford to. And basically anyone who gets paid by the hour instead of a salary. It's like a precision strike against the people who can least afford to take the hit. And where is all this hiding? It's in plain sight. It's the person who made your coffee, the cashier who rang you up, the driver who brought your dinner. The service industry, that's ground zero. A staggering 23% underemployment rate. So the irony is, the very jobs that we're told are booming are the exact same jobs trapping people in this endless cycle. But you know, this isn't just about numbers and charts. I had to know, what does this actually feel like to live this way? What's the real human cost of living with that kind of constant uncertainty? And the answer? It's just devastating. The report lays it out, and it is a brutal picture. People stuck in this trap are way more stressed out, they're less satisfied with their lives, and they're always in this constant battle between work and family. And here's the part that's just completely backwards. The crazy, unpredictable schedules mean they actually have less time for their families, even though they're working fewer hours. It's a total psychological nightmare. And then there's Mendy. She's been with the same company for 10 years. She's a single mom with 4 kids,
all she wanted was a stable full-time job, the answer she got? Sorry, not possible for cashiers. Her story is it's the perfect heartbreaking example of how this system just grinds people down. Imagine that. Your entire life, your family's stability is in the hands of some scheduling software.
Okay, so I know the situation is a complete mess. It's bleak, but I did not drag you through all of this just to leave you feeling hopeless. There's good news. The very same report that exposed this whole nightmare, it also gave us a treasure map, a blueprint for how to fix it. This is the playbook. And this isn't just wishful thinking. These are real, concrete solutions from the experts at CLASP. They're all designed to do one thing: give power back to working people. So let's dive in. All right, here it is. The 5-step plan to totally dismantle this broken system. Number 1, fair work week laws. Simple. It just means your boss can't mess with your schedule last minute. You get a predictable life. Number 2, a minimum hours floor. That means no more getting scheduled for a pathetic 4-hour week. You get a guaranteed baseline. Number 3, a living wage. I mean, duh. 4, give workers more power to band together and negotiate. And 5, paid leave. Because no one should ever have to choose between getting healthy and paying rent. That's the roadmap right there.
But let me zoom in on my absolute favorite one, because it's so simple it's almost genius. It's called access to hours. All it means is that before a company goes out and hires some brand new person, they have to offer any available hours to their current part-time employees first. I mean, how simple is that? It is the most common sense thing I've ever heard, and it would literally change millions of lives overnight.
So here's what I want you to do. The next time you hear someone on TV talking about our great, healthy economy, I want you to remember the 1 in 10. Remember the hidden workforce, the people trapped in a system that's designed to keep them stressed and struggling. The real question we should be asking isn't, is the economy healthy? It's, who is it healthy for? And more importantly, what are we going to do about it?